welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm Christy. I'm so glad you're here today for another double feature. And I was off last week because of Thanksgiving, and my daughter actually was in the ER with her very first kidney stone. So that was kind of scary, but she has passed it and doing really well, so that's good. So I'm so glad to be back, and we're going to make some really fun borderless shaker cards, which I absolutely adore. Oops, that one's one of the other cards. So I'm excited about that. So let's go ahead and turn you guys down. Yay! So I wanted to also, I hope everyone had, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you had a lovely Thanksgiving. I got a couple of cards in the mail from my fabulous, ooh, my whole desk shook there. Fabulous, one of my stamping buddies, Teresa. She sent me this gorgeous card. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful, and it has that texture on the back. So pretty, so pretty. Love that. And then my also another stamping friend who's actually on my team, um, Vicky sent me this gorgeous card that she made with those stitched leaves are so beautiful. But what I love about Vicky, like she put their stuff on the inside, gorgeous. So I really like that. And she like traced over her stamped image for her greeting to give it even more color. It's so pretty. So I don't usually go that extra and put stuff on the top. It looks nice when you do. I mean, I try to put something on the bottom. And Teresa, I think she does the same thing. She stamps on the edge, but so gorgeous. Love these cards. Thanks, you guys. Love them, love them. And also, if you've been paying attention, I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas. If you've been seeing it on my blog, actually, my friend Teresa is who challenged me to do that. And I was trying to say, well, I sure you need 12. We can do 7. So you can totally do it. So we are doing 12 days of Christmas cards, and I actually did my the Global Design Project, which I usually do. It's a great challenge if you're ever in need of some inspiration on how to put a card together. They are fabulous. And I actually made this monochromatic one with the snowman season, and it has a bunch of detail because I usually go a little bit overboard with my Global Design Project cards. They tend to be more avid. I've got like snowflakes and the shimmery vellum as well as the stitched and the regular polished pink cardstock. So it turned out really cute. I was really happy with it. I actually colored my snowman with my Wink Stella and dipped it into the paint to paint him. So cute, but to do it in all in polished pink because I do like non-traditional Christmas colors. And then I was like, oh, so for day 2, I really wanted to use that super grumpy kitty. Oh, he is so cute. That's in the Santa, oh no, Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. And I fussy cutted him out. And oh my gosh, there's one also with a stocking. Here, let me open it. I don't know why I didn't put it away. Isn't it cute? He also has there's another piece on a different piece of Designer Series paper that has that same grumpy kitty in a stocking. And he does look a little bit like my kitty Charlie. So I was like, I just had to use him. But then it came together just very similar to my other GDP. And I'm like, oh, I should just um, continue on with that theme, and I really liked it. So they're very different, even though it is the same. I was casing the same card. So keep in mind, even if it's a Christmas card and you don't feel like doing Christmas and you need to do a birthday, the layouts are very interchangeable with stamp sets and colors and seasons. So love that. Love how versatile that stuff is. So we are going to make these borderless shaker cards. Now, I first saw it, Patty Bennett did these on one of her Facebook Lives, and she saw it from somebody on Instagram who wasn't a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I really struggle with the sequence, putting in the little cups to do it when we make the shaker cards. I've always really struggled. And so using the they are the clear envelopes. So we're going to use these clear envelopes that we actually sell. Stampin' Up! Actually sells. And it makes it so easy. It's so fabulous easy. So I'm excited to share them. I actually shared this with some of my team and some of my customers, how to make it. And we had such a great time making these. So I'm excited to share. We're going to make 2 today. And we're going to use the gingerbread and peppermint stuff, but I just wanted to see. So, oh, so cute. Oh, OMG, these are so cute. This is from, so these ones I just did the leaves. I think that's the Gorgeous Leaves dies. Intricate Leaves, I think is what they're called for this one. And this one is actually one of the tags from the Santa Tags kit. I just stamped the sentiment on there. And oh, that other gorgeous paper that we have that goes to Painted Christmas. And then here's the Whimsy. Now, I'm not sure if the Whimsy and Wonder paper is still in stock. It might be gone. We are in the middle of our last chance because the mini catalog, the holiday mini, the July, December mini is retiring. So December is the last. You can get them now, right? And some of the stuff's on sale, but supplies are really going quick. And I'm not sure if this was out yet, but the Wonder, Whimsy and Wonder specialty designer series paper, I actually used it on this too without that's the one without the gold highlights. But oh my gosh, I love this paper. So that was another one that I made with that. So if you want anything that's in this catalog, because it is retiring, make sure you jump on there and get it really quickly because things are going quick, like super quick. And with our supply crisis, that everyone's feeling that crunch. While supplies last is really why supplies last. And we have our clearance rack has been refreshed. So it's a great time to get on and look. So we're actually going to use elements from the gingerbread and peppermint suite today to make these shaker cards. Page 8 and 9. And I'm pretty sure all of these elements are still available in my online store, which is really exciting. We're going to use, I've actually fussy cutted elements from the designer series paper. And we also have some elements from our gingerbread and peppermint memories and more card pack. So last month I used them as well as the memory more cards for my thank you cards. So it's a really fabulous set. And I think the only thing that's staying is the fabulous pillow box dies. So these are going to actually be carried over. We don't know if it's going to be in the next catalog, but at least we can still order it until the new annual, which I think is in May. So I don't know. We don't know yet if it's going to be an annual, but it will be able to get it after the January 4th, I think. So awesome. But on my website, there's a blog post, and on the welcome page, there's like the tabs where you can download all the information about our retiring list and the carryover list. So you'll know forget how that goes. Awesome. Because right now we are in the pre-order. So the exciting part about being a demonstrator is you can pre-order stuff, which is so exciting. I love that. So the mini catalog is coming. I know I just did my list to send out catalogs, so my customers should be getting them mid to late December for the January 4th. So keep that in mind. It's so awesome. Love. And we are having celebration from January to February. So with all of the fun things that you get. So for demonstrators, when we order now, pre-order in December, we get to earn stuff too, which is so exciting. So I'm actually going to show you guys the sequins, which are fantastic. So I did play with this different kinds of sequins. If you go to page 140, actually I guess it's 143, are sequins for everything. It comes like in a little box, and it is a little precarious when you open it up to not spill it everywhere. But these sequins are really awesome. And I think of all the sequins, like I have a ton of sequins that I would just buy. You can buy it everywhere, even at the dollar store. But what makes these sequins perfect, I think, for the shaker cards, is because it has multiple kinds of sequins in it. They don't have the holes. I actually mixed some, I think, did I mix the gold? Maybe it was in one of the other ones. I actually mixed some of some sequins in another container that we used that had the holes, the sequins that have the holes in it. So these ones don't have holes, but they also have like these little pieces that are lighter, and they actually stick better so that it looks really good even when you're not shaking the card. That I found this better than some of the other sequin stuff that I found for shaker cards like on the market. Like I love Stampin' Up stuff again. And they come in these 4 different colors, um, mixtures, right? Which is the green, and this is like the gold and brown, and here's gold and silver, and then the red, and there's some pinks. So beautiful, beautiful, and you can see that they are over here on page 143 in the annual catalog. I actually have more on order because I love them. And like I said, we use these fabulous, oh, I should show you where those are, the clear and medium envelopes. So our envelopes are all awesome. Like I love our envelopes. Um, our medium, the vanilla, and the white that we can use for our cards that we send. But also you see this little one down here in the back, the clear. Um, that's what we're using for here. And you see like I pulled it off. That's what I used to pull this off. So you'll see lots of demonstrators use these to keep our cards nice. I actually had some stuff on my desk when I was building another card, and I accidentally shifted some stuff, and one of my new cards I just made, I got ink on them. It makes me cry. So one of the reasons we love to put this helps keep them nice and safe. And also you can mail in these. I tried to mail when I have regular size cards I do for my thank you cards. I try to mail them that way they can have the envelope. When you guys can get your thank you cards, you can reshare them, and you can have the envelope too. So you can actually mail in these, and it will help protect so in case they get wet. So I love these envelopes. We're going to use them for to make these cards, and they're pretty easy and pretty quick as long as you figure out the first little bit, right? Putting it together the first time can be a little daunting, but it's not too bad. It's pretty awesome. I love these so much. Okay, so the Patty Bennett, she does not use a piece of vellum. She uses a piece of window sheet, and I just really and that gives it a little bit more sturdy. So if you like want to see through and don't want to put like a big sentiment, and you want to make sure that you can put your hide your sentiment behind your front panel, um, then and you have some of that window sheet you like. But I really loved the way the vellum worked instead. So I'm going to show you how to use with the vellum cardstock instead of using the window sheets, because you definitely have to put something in your envelope so that it does give it some strength. So I just cut up my designer vellum so that it is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Sure, I'll have all the measurements, of course, for these all on my blog later on today. Yeah, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, because it needs to fill the whole sheet, and it's just so awesome. The way it goes together is so awesome. And I'm going to use, if you've seen these fabulous cards, the Memories of More cards, they are super cute. They have all kinds of different patterns, and this is not even a full pack. They have these little things. Some of these look like baking racks. They're so cute. They are so super cute. Or they have these kind here, right, where they're a little bit bigger, with some stickers too that you can use. Super nice. I love, 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 right? Very fabulous. So I've actually, as well as the designer series paper. Now I love this designer series paper, and this is actually what I use mostly, because I just cut out all these images from the designer series paper. Pretty. Oh, love this stuff. Okay, so I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to try. So I got a bunch of different things out. Look at this, isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. I have a bunch of them. I've already cut out the little tiny ones, and some of them were out. So I'm going to make 2 different cards for you today. I'm going to make one with an old olive base, and one with the real red. And so I need you need some white to write your message. And so I actually cut these. This is just basic white cardstock, and I used the contour scallop dies. And a trick when you die cut out with your scallop dies, I found that they had a little bit of hard time with the stitching. And if I used a piece of wax paper, I usually would die cut it once with the wax paper, And then I would actually keep that wax paper in my die, and then it doesn't the dyes out our paper really nice, so you don't like see the wax paper. It doesn't get into the stitching or anything, but I find that it does a much better job of being able to get it out without ripping it. So you can try that trick. So I just cut it one time, the wax paper, and I leave it in there. So in my die set, I actually have, let's see, love these the scalloped contours dies. I just leave that wax paper here and use it multiple times until I've messed it up. and, and then I'll cut another piece. But it works really, really well for this. And then I'm actually going to, and then I have a smaller piece with that same that I'm going to use on my front to build my little tag on the front of my card. Okay, so I will build all the things after, but let's just show you how to make these. And I'm going to do both of my card fronts at the same time so you guys can see how to make it, because I'll show it to you once and I'll show it to you again, because that is the hardest part with this card. Otherwise, it's just building a card front. Oops, there we go. But the trick is with this fabulous piece of cardstock. So these are both the 8.5 by 11 pieces of cardstock that I've cut at 4 1/4 by, so it's 11 by 4 1/4. And that is important that you do it that way, because we're actually going to glue it together to make the back of our card, right? So you need this fabulous piece of vellum and envelope. And the important part about this is the piece right here that is your tab, that is your front. So keep that in mind, that is your front. And because when we're putting it together, we're going to line it up and close it like this. Okay? And then we're going to close these together just like that. So that's actually the front of your card. So because I'm using vellum and not window sheet, it matters what side you put your sequins on. So make sure that when you put in your vellum, you're going to put your sequins with between the vellum and the front tab, because this is your front. Okay, so did I lose my spoon? No, here it is. Okay, so to figure out what kind of, I'm going to do a little bit of red and I'm going to actually just add a little bit of all the colors to my shaker card. You don't want to go too crazy, because you do want to close it eventually. So if you do it too much, it'll be too bulgy in one spot when it settles. So don't go too overboard, but just love all this. And just the trick is to make sure that you put it between these two. Just going to add a little bit to there, just like that. Isn't that awesome? Oh God, so fabulous. Okay, so then let me set these away over here so that I'm not in the way. So let's make our old olive first. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you've got your vellum, because it is a little bit bigger than your envelope is a little bit bigger than the vellum. So you want to make sure your vellum is centered, so that when you put it up against your card front like this, the vellum is in the middle, because it's a little bit harder to shift it once you've got it all down. So you see how I've got that? But see, it's got this little L. That's the most important part. Okay, so then you take off your piece of adhesive. You know that you've got it centered. You hold it up straight, and then you're just gonna fold this down. Just like that. That's it. Now we're going to glue this piece to this piece. So you can use glue, you can use tear and tape, but you do need some tear and tape. And oh, here's my spoon that I was looking for. Here's the tear and tape. You want to put tear and tape on 2 places. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. Oops. I got so excited. Okay. So luckily this is, you can take it off again. Once you get your sequins in here, you have to put a piece of tape right here. Otherwise your stuff's going to fall out. So you want to take a piece of tape, a piece of the Scotch tape or your transparent tape, and you're going to put it on the edge here. Make sure your vellum is down and it's in the center like it did, and then you need to put a piece of Scotch tape. And you don't need it to be, you don't want it to be like far down on the vellum side. You just want it to be there. Now, if you have a little bit of, had my paper snips, they're right here. The brand new ones, here we go. If you have a little bit of tape that's over the edge, just use your paper snips. I don't even have, it's like barely any. Yes, oh my gosh. I almost made a huge error there. There we go. Okay. Then, okay. Woohoo, I rescued it. All right, so you make the L, you've got the Scotch tape, it's in the middle. Make it go the right direction. So the tape is on the other side. There we go. I almost made that. I almost messed that up. And I didn't get it straight that time. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we have our tape. And now I did not get it down. There we go. Now we're going to put a piece of, like I had the Scotch tape here even so I wouldn't forget. We need to put a couple pieces of this here. So we're going to put it on the plastic, the tear and tape, and then we're going to flip it over. So don't pull this off yet. And we're going to flip it this way, and we're just going to add one here too. Make this one close to the edge at the top. Okay, and then use your bone folder. Get nice and burnished. Take a pick tool. I have terrible nails. There we go. All right. Then here it there, and then take these off. So you can go ahead and use you can use tear and tape, or you can use for the rest, or you can just put glue. Just make sure, like I got spooge right there. So you want to make sure it doesn't spooge out everywhere. And then you're just going to close it shut. And that's your card. Look at that! How awesome is that? It's so easy. Just don't forget that tape. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. We'll do it with the red ones. Excuse me. Right into my microphone. Sorry about that. I can drink a bubble water. It's warm in here. Okay. Put that out of the way. All right. So we have our 8.5 by 11. Cut it at 4 1/4. We need our piece of vellum and our piece of and our clear envelope. You want to make sure your piece of vellum is centered in your envelope. It's just a little bit. And that you know that this is the front. Right, the part with the tab is the front. So that you can add, oh look at that, I got it there. Now you're going to add your sequins. So you want to make sure you're not putting it on this side, you're putting it on this side. Unless you want it to show on the other side. Then you would put it on both. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Then you have to, once you make sure that you've got it the way you want it, you're going to flip it over and you're going to add the tape, which is an important part. You're going to add that Scotch tape. Oops, and I made it too small. And I found that it's easier if you do a bigger piece all the way across. than to do like a couple little pieces. Not sure why. And there's a big piece now. I do have a piece right here. See if I can get it. Yep. And then I'll just use my snips. Just make sure when you're using your snips that you're not going to cut the plastic bag or the plastic envelope. Just want to cut the tape. Okay. Bien. So now that's nice and secure. And then we can put it together. Then you need to take your cellophane off. And then you make sure, you can see that? You can cellophane off. Got it where I want it to go. It's lined up with the card. And you have it open when you do that so that you know that it's the right size. Because the envelope is a little bit bigger, right? So you want to make sure you have the right direction. And then you just get that nice and down. Just like that. Then you add a couple pieces here on the plastic. Probably do one up here. So that it closes good. And then you want to flip it over and do another one here. Use your bone folder. Pull it up. And then lay that out. Use your bone folder. Burnish that down. That. Do. And I can use some glue. Glue holds really well. You just need to make sure it doesn't spooge out too badly. And so when you're doing it, you've got this out completely. Make sure you don't have stuff rolling around into your space. And then you just close it. Just like that. So easy. And then there's your card. Card front, so awesome. So that is how you make the borderless sequin card. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oh, and now all we need to do is make the card front. So I'm going to turn that over because it is a bit glossy. And let me close all this up so I don't accidentally spill the sequins everywhere. Should be a travesty, but I don't know if it's just because these little pieces, they do the static better or something, but having those the different sizes of these pieces really makes it lovely to in your shaker card. I just love them. And I tried some of the other ones and it didn't work as well. Some other non-Stampin' Up. It's just not as awesome. Look at that, I just made a mess. Trying to put these. Okay, so it comes in, like I said, the little a little plastic container with like a lid that goes over. And these are our mini jars that you can get in the catalog, the mini, and I just put these in here. So when I get my new ones, I'll just add them to this. I'll just scoop them out with a spoon and add them to this jar because this is easier for me to deal with than that other thing. I made a huge mess. And you don't want to actually have to try to re-separate out all that stuff. So now to the fun part of making your card front. So I'm actually going to do this side first, the inside first. So I cut out a couple of pieces of designer series paper from the Peppermint and what is it called? It's Gingerbread and Peppermint designer series paper, the 6x6 paper, and I just cut it to my 4 1/4, or 4 by 5 1/4, which is my normal inside piece that I usually use. Okay, so I need two, and you need two of the Whisper White, one for each of the the big ones, and then you need one of each of the little ones. And then you need a piece of designer series paper. I want to use the green on that one, and I'll use this one. I also have this. Let's see. So now we can see what it looks like underneath. I want it like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that. You can really see the striped under there. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my card front. Now, if you want to make it completely covered, then go ahead and cut it at your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But because I wanted some, this one is out. I reached for the wrong one. Because I want to have a little bit of a border, just because that's how I usually do it. I cut mine at the 4 and 5 1/4. So it's really just your preference if you want it completely covered or not. Just lay that on. And because I'm using the vellum instead of the piece of the window sheet, it does offer me a little bit of space, I think, so that it doesn't like see through completely. So I'm going to go ahead. Before I glue that down, though, I want to stamp on it. So I'm going to do my other one first. And remember, you want to make sure you glue it on the side that it works. So there's that one. Oh, I like that. And just, you guys see that? So I want to use this one. I think I like the green still. So go ahead and use the green. Add that to my red. The glue. And then we can stamp our sentiments. Now you can just put this, you put your Whisper White, it's going to go right in here like that. But because we haven't done our front, and I always like to stamp that inside piece before I put it in case I mess up, right? In case you mess up, then you can turn it over, which is better, right? Okay, so then now before we glue that in, let's build our front, and then we can do all of our stamping at the same time. Because this stuff is so shiny, I'll move it over. Okay, so for our card fronts, we have one that's the green, and we have one that's the red. So let's build our really pretty stamp set. Now, if you get Memories and More, we have these fabulous stickers that you can use. You can just stick the sentiments on. I'm actually going to stamp with the stamp set. And the stamp set, it has also gorgeous dies as well. We have these Sending You Peppermint Kisses, Wishing You a Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays. I love the Wishing You a Merry Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and use that one. And it fits these pretty well. So, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to use the same sentiment, but I'm going to stamp them in the different ink. And I think I need my little, here's the big one. My mat for these too, because it is a photopolymer set. And let's see. So we're going to put it, I'm going to do one on the top and one on the bottom. So I'll do the red. Oh wait, that's the kisses. The wrong one. That's not the one I want. I almost need a kisses one instead of the Merry Christmas. I should have known because it's one that I've used before. So it does stain. So the red does stain your photopolymer, but it works the same. I don't have any problems. Okay. So there's my Merry Christmas. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. So for this one, I'm going to do it on the bottom. That. And then the other one, I'll do it the other way. I'll do it Old Olive, and I'll do it at the top corner. So I've made them kind of opposite. just like that. So beautiful. So fabulous. Okay, so now I don't need this. And then, oh, I was going to do the inside. So, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I was gonna say I should have grabbed a different stamp set, but I'm just going to go ahead and what else do we have in here? This one has, you're the icing to my gingerbread, wishing you a Merry Christmas, sending you peppermint kisses, or Happy Holidays. Wishing you, I'm not really digging those. What about these? Your friendships is better than the season. I am really bad because I always want to have like different stamp sets for the inside. I think I'm just gonna go and do the same thing as I did on the front. So I'm just gonna carry that same wishing you all the way through. So this one I'll do the green in the center. And this one I'll do with the real red. It was olive green, and here is the real red. And then, let's see, okay, so we know that this is the back. So I'm going to do the real red on the real red. So it's tone on tone on this one. And then this one is the old olive. So put this one away and get the old olive out. I love my chamois, so that way I can clean. I'm using the same stamp, and I can do it multiple times after you get it clean. Awesome. Okay, so I love that, the boldness, but I didn't really want to put the kisses on there. Okay, there we go. So, oh, but it's still so shiny. Okay, so these are our old olive. Here's our real red. And now we just put the fun things on it, right? So we will need a matching piece of the designer series paper that I used. I made some. Here's one that for this one. Yep, and we'll put on the back. And the other one was just the green swirls. Here we go. To put on the back of that one so it's all matchy. So I have some bells and some snowflakes. I love these snowflakes. So ornaments to put on there. And I also have a few of these little peppermints. Oh, I love the snowflakes. They're kind of my favorite. And I actually cut out a bunch in that little bag. Of a ton of them. Because I like went through an entire sheet and cut out all of the snowflakes. Because I love the snowflakes. There's like little bells and a little ornament. Actually, I kind of just like the snowflakes. That. I have two other snowflakes. We want to use one. I think that might be all of my snowflakes that I have cut out. Just like that. And then let's add a peppermint candy. Kind of like that. And here's one here. And I've just fussy cutted these from the designer series paper. Okay, and then since these are going to go on my front, I'm going to use dimensionals as well as I'm going to use dimensionals to attach these to the card front. Right, so let's build them. And up them so they're kind of over um, that. Is this on there or is this on my paper? That's funny. I did it and it's on the paper. I want it to go like that. There you go. Just like that. And then this one, I want it to go the other way as well. Love these. So cute. And add them. And you can see these are actually from my, what is it, Paper Pumpkin, I think, is where these came from. You know what? I think I want to turn this just a little bit. That. And just pull it back over top. Perfect. Oh, love, love, love. Okay. And then, so I'm going to put these on the back. I want to put, I don't think I need a piece of that on here. So I do, let's see, where did I do that stamp set? So I do have the, this we can color pieces on there. Or, how many stickers that match? Let's say if we can put more on the inside if we want to, but I don't think we need to. If you want to, you can always add, pieces inside here too. I don't think I have any more cut of those snowflakes. Oh my gosh, those snowflakes are cute. Maybe I do want to put a snowflake on the bottom. Another snowflake, or I have a piece of candy. There's some more candies. Ooh, that's kind of cute, right? Let's see, do I have another star? I have another snowflake here in my mess of things that I've cut up. I guess I can just use the same one. Like that. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. Okay, so then now we can put it all together. So for the front, you need more Stampin' Dimensionals, and you're going to put those on the front, and so I actually used 5, and I didn't put it on the corners. Like on the corners, it's inside the little stitched area. We're just going to put that on the front. Oh my gosh. Is that super cute? Oh my goodness. Love it so much. And so that one was red, so we want to do the... Oh, I put it on the wrong one, didn't I? Luckily with the plastic, you can pull it up a little bit. Where is the other one? I'm just, tell it's been a bit since I've done this online. Here we go. Take that one off. It should go right back on. Doo-doo-doo. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter if it was green or the red, because it would still match. There we go. Fixed it. So awesome. Oh, how adorable is that? OMG. Okay, so we're going to put the, and then we can put, this one's the green. So let's put the green one in. So don't make that mistake again. The green with the green. Down in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and make these flat. And I'm going to layer them a little, layer it so it won't be, so it's not too poofy. And what did I do with my other little candy? Went on a walkabout. Here's one right here. Peppermints are super cute. Awesome. All right. Oh my goodness. Look how adorable that is. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that's that kind color. So on the stripes, make sure I have my stripes going the right direction. Oh, so cute. So cute. And then I have my little put my little Stampin' Up! Logo on the inside. There you go. Look at that. Card number 1 in the old olive. And so you can kind of see the white behind it, but not really. It just makes it have more layers. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love how cute and how easy was that to make the shaker. I didn't have to hold my tongue just right. Basically, it works so much easier than doing it the other way. Okay, so this one is the green. So I'll add my green designer series paper strip, and this is of course the paper that's from that Gingerbread and Peppermint designer series paper. That's the 6x6. A little bit too much glue there. I did this one in the real red. So I'll add my little Stampin' Up! Logo right there. And this is the Stampin' Up! Logo is from the handmade from you in the annual catalog. Then we can build, oh, video. And then we know that this goes on the inside. So put this, glue this on the middle. Just love these. Shaker cards are so cute. And another. So I didn't make you guys watch me fussy cut out all of these pieces. Let's do it on this side. And little candy. So cute. Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. Okay, and then we need our piece. And I just need to add more. Again, so I put it on the wrong way. I'm silly. Although it would have been fine if I had left it the other way. Okay. And then put that in the middle. How cute! OMG! So fun. I love, love, love these shaker cards. And so, like I said, I pep, snipped the, used my paper snips to cut out the designer series paper. Like, what did I do with my pack of designer series paper? It's over here. And there's a bunch of different kinds that you can do it. And it was relatively quick. It was pretty quick. There's like these stars and there's mittens. And the dies cut out a couple of these images. But I just end up using my paper snips because I love paper snips. And we have them back in stock, so I love them. They have a bunch of the snowflakes. And then we actually have a sheet that has like the little ones. Like I said, I cut out a bunch. So I can make some that are just with the bells or with the ornaments. They're so cute. And the background pieces are pretty. And then if that is even more, you can always use these. And like I cut out the star. You can use the cut out the star. I believe that Patty Bennett did that for one of hers. Or if you have those Santa tags, they work fabulous already. They're the right size. And like I said, I just used a basic white scallop that I did to stamp. So I can put in there and have my message. That one hides it. So here's the one that I made that went all the way to the edge. So it doesn't have a frame. So I always like a frame, but sometimes people don't like frame. You want it to go edge to edge. And then you would just put your piece inside I don't know if I have another piece. No, I have another piece somewhere. You would just put your your piece here with your stamped image on it, and would hide it. You'd use a little one on this one because it's a smaller if you want, but because we use the vellum, it hides it a little bit better. If you use the window sheets, then you can really see through it. So if you really want to see behind it and not just kind of the hint, like I've done here, where you kind of have a hint of it, um, then use your window sheets. But they will still stand, so they're pretty cute. So they can still stand. They have all the things. Is that awesome? I love, love, love. So all you need is some fabulous sequins and these bags. And again, like they're what we sell them in the annual catalog. They are the clear medium envelopes, and you just need to remember to make sure that this is the tab part is your front, and you slide it in and put your sequins in between the piece of vellum that you've cut. And like I said, I'll have all the measurements will be up on my blog. And this, gorgeous, I love these. These are so much fun. Okay, so I just want to let you know again, we talked about it at the beginning, but the last chance products are that sale's going on now, and I cannot believe how quickly things are selling out. So if there's something that's in that new and the July to December mini catalog, the holiday stuff that you want, make sure you get on like right now and get it because they're going quick. We also had the refresh with the clearance rack, so there's still some stuff. I was on at midnight when it went on, and I was trying to get something, and some of the sequins actually, and some of the snowflake ones that we had like a couple years back, it was last year, and I was trying to get them, and it actually sold out while I was trying to put it in my cart. So that stuff is really flying, but there is some new stuff on there, so definitely it's worth checking out. Don't forget, this is the last month for the Ever Eden specialty paper, the Ever Eden cotton paper, and those gorgeous gems, garden gems. Those are really pretty. They have the red. It's like cherry cobbler and soft succulent, but the gems like they kind of shimmer. I think I had some out here. Oh, here we go. Here's a piece of one. Oh, let me go back to the do. See that? They're so pretty, and they change color. They're like they look like they're red in one way, and you hold it the other way, and it kind of it changes to green to that soft succulent. They're so pretty, so pretty. Can you see that? Oh, it's like red. Sometimes it's hard to see on camera. They both the marquee ones do, but man, these little ones really change color. They're so gorgeous. Love those, and these are only available until either they sell out or till January 3rd, I guess, is the last day because as soon as the new catalog comes out. The Ever Eden stamp set and the stamp set and the dies will be available in the next catalog, but that gorgeous paper and the cotton paper is only available while supplies last or until January 3rd. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's cards. If you need anything, make sure you use my December host code. That if you spend $50, you're going to get a free gift. It's going to be an embellishment. I have a large bag of embellishments. I'm just going to be drawing out ones and putting them. So if you spend $50, you're going to get a fun embellishment in with your thank you card. So you have that to look forward to. But of course, use the December host code. And thank you guys so much. I hope you guys get a chance. You'll make some of these fabulous borderless shaker cards. That, like I said, I got this idea from Patty Bennett, who did a great job. She used the window sheets. So if you want it to be more see-through, to use the window sheets instead of the vellum. But I loved it using the vellum. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and make sure you check out all the Christmas cards in the next couple weeks. So thanks. Bye, guys.